Hello, my YouTube friends. Thanks for joining in tonight. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do now and slam that bell. Man, we got a lot of great things going on, man. And one is the Shure SM7B microphone giveaway. Man, I get so pumped up. I love this microphone. All you have to do, man, is subscribe, slam that bell, and type down there as to why you love the Shure microphones. And you're in. Poker Man, how you doing, bro? Happy holidays, man, to all of you, man. Seasons greetings and hopefully a better new year for all of us. Yeah, man. I wasn't gonna get on tonight, but I just said, you know what? It's Christmas. Everybody's kicking back, maybe relaxing right now, easing on back from the day. And I just want to get on here and spend some time with you guys, man. I didn't want to be selfish, hang out by myself. So, what's going on, Mr. Landscape? Ho, ho, ho. I see you there, buddy. How are you doing tonight, man? You guys doing okay? So, I changed out my audio interface. That's one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. I was having some, there's nothing worse than having some popping going on in your audio. And I didn't think it was on my end. I was thinking because I checked everything from my preamp, my interface. I even checked everything going in. And I was starting to begin to wonder if it's my computer that's making these popping noises, man. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to change my interface out and see if that did the trick, man. Because you can't hear it popping going in the audio, but whenever I play back my YouTube videos, from time to time, I can hear this little snap going on, little pops, and I'm thinking, man, that's not good at all, dude. I need to change out my interface or fix that or buy a new computer or something, man. But how's it going, Poker Man? What you been up to, man, today? You been doing okay? I seen some of those videos you shot down at the beach earlier, man. That was really kind of cool. It looked beautiful. The tide looked like it was blown out, and it looked like there was a lot of beach to cruise upon. And didn't look like there was anybody down there too, man. I bet y'all enjoyed yourself. But thanks for sending those pictures to me, man. You know, I always like pictures of the beach, and I always like to get down there myself and enjoy it down there. It's been about I want to say it's been about 3 weeks for me down there. I need to go down there and take care of the property and do some other things down there, man. And I just haven't had the opportunity, just simply because of the work and everything that's been going on, man. So we got a lot of great things going on. One, we got a great show coming up this Monday night at 7 o'clock. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be talking about riding the faders, and it's going to be a good show, man. It's the way they used to do years ago before compressors even came out. So it's going to be really good. Now that we have automation, we can DB those vocal lines and then give the compressors a little bit of break and just use them to glue the tracks together. So yeah, man, we're going to do some self automation tricks on your vocals as well as gluing the tracks with those awesome compressors instead of having to make them work so hard and actually hearing the attack and the release working sometimes if you're not careful. So yeah, we got a question going on here. Shoot ahead, man. Go ahead. Pop it in there. So what's going on, Mr. Product Review? Merry Christmas to you too. Wishing you all well there, man. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. I know I sure did. I spent the day with my mom today, and she had more food than you could even think of, man. But I got to tell you, man, I couldn't stay off that pecan pie. That was like my favorite thing. And I love pecans, man. We have a couple of big pecan trees here. Used to be our pecan orchard here years ago. And there's still some nice pecan trees that drop some big, huge pecans, man. Or some say pecan. Um, but if you live in Texas, man, you say pecans, and really really good, man. I got out there and just found a whole bunch of them, man. Filled up several big buckets of pecans before Christmas, and been chowing down on those. So, but it was kind of nice, man, to be able to get some pecan pie, man. I hope you guys got your fill today and filled up on all the goody foods from in this season that we're in. And I'm looking forward to 2021 just simply because I am ready for 2020 to be over, man. And hopefully we can get back to what we all used to know as normal and get on with things. And hopefully we can get back to open up the restaurants and all the bars and the clubs and everything like that, because I know a lot of people, that's how they make their living, man, is in restaurants. They're in the restaurant business or the club business or the entertainment business. There's a lot of musicians out there who are struggling right now just simply because they can't get out and do any gigs. And everybody from your local musicians to own up the ladder. A lot of tours have been shut down, and it's a sad thing because there's so much money. I want to say I read an article: $7 billion this year alone has been lost in revenue due to the COVID and them shutting down the music, the music touring and whatnot. So that's quite a bit. So you might as well just go ahead and double that number and say 14 billion. Um, or million or billion or who knows, man, just simply because the fact that there's been so much lost due to this revenue, due to this COVID stuff. And it's a sad thing, man. So, hello, Cynthia. Merry Christmas to you. Hello, Game Blast. My man. Amen. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. All you guys out there joining. I really wanted to touch base. I always get on a subject, I always have a good subject to talk about. And if you found this channel, man, you love audio recording and mixing and mastering and microphones like myself, you found the right channel. And so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man, because we got some cool stuff every day. And I typically want to come on at 7 o'clock from here on out. So that's so you guys can join in. And I used to do videos and I would scatter them around. I'd do them in the morning sometimes, or I'd just do them whenever I got a chance, or just some days I just wouldn't do them. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get on a regular basis here, and that way, my subscribers will know whenever I'm on. You can kind of join along and see what's up, and just make it easier for them if they know a certain time that I'm coming on. So in the future, I will be coming on at 7 o'clock. And Monday night, you do not want to miss the show. I'm telling you, we're going to have a great show on riding the faders Monday night. And what's best, compressors or riding the faders? Now, keep in mind, that's the way they used to do it years ago. The engineer would sit back there and he would know the song and he would ride the fader on the vocal track. But I want to tell you some tricks that's really, really good today, and that is using the audio, using the faders and the automation, and using the compressors to glue those tracks together. It's really all about gluing the tracks together, man, and making the voice and everything just seem together as one. So when you're listening to that audio, it doesn't seem separate. Everything's glued together. Hey, Bull Tie, what's up, man? I like that Christmas tree, man. I hope you had a good Christmas, man. I had a wonderful Christmas, man. I didn't get anything, and that was perfect. You know, I just had some good time and some good food. That's all, man. That's all I wanted. And to be here on with you guys tonight. That's all I ever want, man. Just to hang out with y'all and talk recording audio stuff and learn some stuff. And hopefully, we can share different ideas and learn some stuff together, man. So how was your Christmas, man? Did you have a good Christmas, Bull Tide? I bet you ate a lot. I bet you had a lot of pie, right? I know, man. Seems like you'd mentioned before that you loved pie. Awesome, bro. Yeah, man. I know, man. Hey, you do not want to miss out Monday night, man. We're gonna have a great show Monday night, 7 o'clock. Don't be late, man. The beach was slick as glass. I bet, man. I've been missing the beach, man. Anybody down there catching any fish or no? Check it out. But yeah, I need to get back down there. I need to check out the property down there and do a little work on my property down there. Ho ho ho, Bull Todd. Yeah, thank you, man. I like that. I like that little Christmas man there. Ho ho ho, Santa Claus. But no fishing. Dang. Are they ever gonna catch fish down there again, man, since they closed the cut? You know, the tide don't go to and from the bay from the ocean now, and I think it really messed up the trout as to as to changing their highways up, you know. Everybody has a highway they travel, even the fish. And they filled in the rollover pass down there here in Texas. And so now the fishing's just been trash and it's changed the bay water from changed the salinity in the bay. And how they got away with doing all that, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I guess it's going to take another hurricane to open it back up, right? But I appreciate you guys joining in tonight, man. And if you just joined in, I want you guys to know, man, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit the subscribe, slam the bell, just simply because, man, you don't want to miss out on this Shure SM7B microphone giveaway, man. And we're doing a drawing on this mic, and I'm gonna keep giving them out too. So if you don't get this one this month coming up, then there's gonna be another one coming up as well. And all you have to do is hit subscribe, ring the bell, and type in as why you like a Shure microphone. It can be the SM7 one, the 57. It don't matter. It's going to enter you in the contest. You don't want to miss. You'd love to have this mic, man. It sounds really, really good. What's that, Bull Tide? No water in the intercoastal in Highland under the bridge. It looks crazy. No way. I've never seen that in my whole lifetime, man. How is there no water in the intercoastal canal? That's crazy. I've never heard of that in my life. I've been crossing over that bridge, the Intercoastal Canal, since I could barely remember my grandfather bringing me down the beach, 4 or 5 years old, and I've never seen no water in that canal. This is where the big barges go. For you guys that don't know, this is a main waterway where big barges go through and out and carrying cargo and whatnot. You've never seen it either. And was it completely? It can't be completely dry, man. There's no way the Intercoastal Canal could be completely dry. I mean, how'd that happen? I've never seen that. If that's man, who knows what's going on if that happened, man. So anyway, they filled in Rollover Pass. It's well known, and for many, many, many years, I want to say since the 40s or even earlier, that it got its name Rollover Pass because they used to roll whiskey barrels down it, and that's how they would move the whiskey through the pass. And so the big thing was the county of Galveston was saying that it wasn't that it was man-made, and so that gave them legal right to fill it in because of whatever reasons they wanted to. But this pass, you guys, was the best fishing place from here to Louisiana, and I'm talking monster trout would go through there, and all you really have to do is catch the tide change because when the tide changed from incoming to out, the bait would come up and the trout would come up and get the bait. And if you were there during that null, you slammed them, man, and you catch your limit. And I'm talking, 31-inch trout, 32, 33, and up, huge monster sows. But they filled in the Rollover Pass, and then it's about 45-minute drive from where I'm at to there to go fishing. Some of the best fishing in the world. And so many, 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 many many people in the community, in the town, fought this for many years to try to get them not to shut the pass down, and they ended up hiring this crew from I don't know where, but actually the police set out there so that nobody would do anything while they filled it in every day, and they filled it in back sand and cement and all kind of stuff. And so now what's going on our coastline is the water is coming up so far it has nowhere to go into the bay, and so now Highway 87 is always pretty much underwater. It's a mess, y'all, and I don't know if they're ever going to do anything about it. The biggest I ever got was a 33-inch trout, 8 pounds. I bet. I know, man. Huge trout come out of that rollover pass, man, before they filled it in. So anyway, it's just been a big mess, and ever since they did that, ever since they filled in the pass, now people are suffering. The beaches come up so far during high tide that a lot of people are losing their beachfront on where their cabins are on the beach, and before long, the water is there is not gonna be a beach. It's gonna be under people, a lot of people's cabins or homes. You know, these aren't cabins anymore. These are actually $500,000 homes and up down there, and it's just crazy that they actually filled in the best fishing hole. My grandfather used to take me there when I was, a little kid. We'd go down there and he'd take me fishing, and so it's not just me; it's memories that go way, way back, generations and generations of this fishing spot. That people from all over the world would come, and what gave the county the right just to fill it in because of a few people sitting in high chairs is just insane, man. Everybody begged and pleaded for them not to, and when I actually heard them in court, and when they were in court, it was like they didn't care. They just kept said 5 seconds next, 5 seconds next. They kept shutting everybody down. Didn't want to hear their reasons why not to shut the cut down. And so I'm gonna do a documentary on that. I know it's not my thing, what I normally do with audio recording, but another pastime of mine, you guys, if you don't know, I love fishing and I love outdoor sports and whatever. So I started doing a documentary on them shutting down the rollover pass, and I have plenty of footage, and I just need to put it together and get it out there for everybody to watch. Man, it's gonna be good. But you don't want to miss Monday night, man. Monday night is going to be a great show. It's going to be on riding the faders and doing self automation on your Pro Tools or Studio One Pro or Nuendo or whatever. And so it's going to be a combination of riding the now you can draw the automation out, so that makes it really nice. So where you're watching your audio on your vocal track, you can actually see the high peaks and whatnot. So you can draw in your audio stuff automation or ride the fader in real time and write and rewrite until you get it right. But what you can do is take those high peaks down, and what it does, it just you doesn't have to work the compressors hard, okay? And it makes it sound more authentic and real. You don't really hear the attack or the release or anything on the compression working as much. So if you can actually bring those levels down on those high peaks, especially if you got a dynamic singer who can really belt it out and use from the Contiente and really knows how to sing and got training the Italian style years and years ago, where they would actually sing from their belly button, their diaphragm. These singers really know how to use a lot of air and how to support the air and how to have a lot of dynamics in their voice and really resonate through their whole body and the back of their head as well. So if you got a singer like that who's singing, this is a really good. You don't want to take all the dynamics away. So what's really kind of cool is you can use self automation along with a little bit of compression. It may take two or three compressors, just subtly hitting it, tickling the meters to get where you want. But we're going to go over all that stuff Monday night, man, and you don't want to miss out. So, yeah, I know it's hard to get off the fishing. It's hard to get off the fishing bull, Todd. But, yeah, you don't wanna miss out, guys, man. It's gonna be a really good video, and I always try to, put out some stuff out there that's gonna be beneficial for you guys, and I always try to give you just a little bit, enough to chew on and swallow to where it isn't too much and too overwhelming. Now, a lot of you guys do know a lot about audio recording and been out there a long time, and you know a lot about how it all works and how it's put together, and I appreciate you guys just joining in anyway and listening. But there's a lot of people out there, y'all, that are just starting out, man. So, I gotta spoon feed, my audience, and sometimes it's things that y'all aren't interested in. But you got to think about the people that's just starting out who know nothing about audio recording, know nothing about EQ, nothing about compressors, um, nothing about gluing tracks, nothing about anything really. They're just starting out. They got a microphone, man, and they got a little doll that they're working on. Maybe it's Reaper or something like that they got free, and which there's nothing wrong with Reaper. I've actually worked on Reaper, and it's just a great little doll, man. I love that little doll. Um, but they're just starting out, y'all, and they want to know the basics and everything up. And so one thing about audio engineering and recording is you never know it all, man. And when you think you do, that's not a good place to be, because you continue to learn and you continue to grow, and you'd be surprised. And then also, don't get caught up in your ways whenever you're recording and whatnot. It's good to have the basics down and to know the fundamentals, but it's good also to explore. And so, as long as you can kind of keep a fresh mind and explore new avenues, you're going to come up with different and new ways to do things. And you're just gonna add cookies to the cookie jar, man. You're gonna add all these cool little audio tricks that perhaps other people didn't think of how to do it this way. And so there's more ways than one to skin a cat, but the object is to get there. You want to get there to the same destination, which is having a great mixed song and knowing how to do great tracking to where it makes it a lot easier getting to your target. And so I always like to get on here, and I'm getting better at my titles as far as trying to stay on the title or whatever I'm talking about, and bringing it all together, kind of like a song. You got a beginning, a middle, and an end, and you need to connect it all together, right? And the bridge is like the last chance you get, man, to hook the audience, man, before you bring it back into the chorus again and pound it out. So I kind of want to put together my videos in that fashion to where I have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And even though I do a lot of, I mean, all this is spontaneous, y'all. I don't rehearse anything when I get here. Um, but I do want to be able to get to where I can get better at, bringing it home for you guys, and making it all make sense and come together at the end of the video. So, yeah, man, it's just great being here with you guys on Christmas, man. And I miss being here and talking to you guys. Thanks, Bull Todd. Appreciate that, man. Bull Todd always comes in, you guys, and he's always commenting on my channel, and I really like it when people comment on my channel, just simply because it makes me feel more relaxed back here, and I don't feel like I'm having to be focused in on a camera or have to think quickly. It's kind of weird talking to a camera. So when you guys interact with me, it helps me feel more relaxed, man. I don't know. I'm just a people person, and I like being in public. I like talking to people, so, and listening to people what they have to say. So it's nice whenever you guys interact with me, and so feel free to do so. I'll interact with you. It just makes me feel more comfortable. But Monday night, back to moving the faders, you guys. I just I want to tickle a little bit on that subject, because I want to throw this out there and let you think about it, and hopefully you guys come back. Y'all come back Monday night. But years ago, before compressors were even made, you would have a band. Let's just say it was Elvis or somebody that would come in, Johnny Cash. They would come in, and then you'd have your engineer, and your engineer would be behind the glass. And the mixing boards were way different back then. They had these big, sliders, and it was all analog stuff and whatnot. And he'd be in the mixing room, and Elvis or Johnny Cash would be out there actually, warming up on their chops or whatever. And he would know the song that they're going to track. And before they had compressors, man, he would actually ride that fader as to knowing when the artist was going to get loud in the chorus and knowing what, when they sang louder. And he would know the song just as good as they would before it was all over with. And that was the way they would do, so that the dynamics weren't too loud in the mix. When the tracking part, he would ride the fader. So what's really cool is now you don't have. Then they came out with compressors, and then we used compressors to take care of that, and the engineer didn't have to sit behind so much the faders. But what's really cool now is we have all this self automation. Okay. And so what's really neat is you can use a little bit of both, the best of worlds of both. So you can do, like I was saying earlier, you can draw in, you can see after the vocalist sings the track, you can actually see the peaks, and you can see the dynamics in the song, and you can see where he gets louder in the verses or the chorus or the bridge or wherever. And so you can draw an automation, draw it in where those peaks are and dB it down. So there's more cohesive and more streamlined, right? You know, and then you can actually tickle the meters with your compressors to actually glue those vocal tracks in the mix. So it's a really neat thing that now we can use both, the best of both worlds. And with the technology that they're coming out with, man, it's now you can use those compressors more for gluing the tracks together, and not just gluing the tracks together, but adding that salt and pepper and seasoning to the mix by running it through maybe a tube compressor, maybe a tube tech, a Fairchild, a Pultec, or something of that nature. And you've got all these plugins, man, that emulate the real stuff, so you don't have to spend $15,000 on a compressor now. You've got this stuff that simulates it pretty daggum good, and you can have one on each track if you choose to, man. And that's what's the beauty of these dolls these days, and then these plugins, because they're getting really good. These plugins are really, really good, and you know when you get a good one, man, because you can hear it working. So anyway, I like some of the Waves plugins. I started out with the Waves Gold bundle. It's a good one to use, man. Their EQs are pretty good on that one, and also a few of their compressors are really good. And their some of their just a lot of Wave stuff is really, really good. I like the one that I'm going to be talking about Monday night is that Vocal Rider. Okay, so you can use the vocal writer. You can draw out self automation, but that vocal writer by Waves, I want to say Waves puts it out, but you can strap that on your vocal track, and it brings up the lows. And kind of what it does is it reads ahead of time, so you've got your vocal track going right. It's moving along, and just imagine this on the track. It's reading ahead. It's reading ahead, and it's actually seeing the dynamics of the song and actually bringing those high levels down and keeping it all pretty balanced. So that vocal rider is a really, really cool piece, and I highly suggest getting that if you don't have it. But we're going to talk about the vocal rider Monday night. We're going to talk about gluing the tracks together. We're going to talk about self automation on the vocal tracks. This is going to be a good. It's going to be a good show Monday night, 7 o'clock Texas time. Man, you don't want to miss out on that. I want to wish all of you guys a very Merry Christmas, man, and happy holidays and a Happy New Year. Also, subscribe, slam the bell, man. You don't want to miss out on this beautiful microphone, man. We're going to be giving away these Shure SM7B microphones, man. You don't want to miss out. It's easy, man. Get in the contest. You don't want to miss out. But also join me back 7 o'clock Monday night, and we will see you again.